spacious air, reflecting the way of life under the Florida sky. Even the lobbies funnel in the great outdoors.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His image.
Chosen. They say the chain of Shaitan is not that strong. They say his time is running out, he ain't got that long. They say murder, murder, kill, this is not that song. Said I won't amount to nothing, they got that wrong. Cause I was set apart and I was shown the light. And if I get the kingdom, I'll be clothed in white. 1/3 will be delivered and the rest were blinded. Their fate is set in stone, what you ain't read the fine print? Christ is gonna give a crown to us. In the end we'll have the nations bowing down to us, with their faces to the ground to us. It's the truth, as crazy as it sounds to us. Jacob forever rules, and we're his precious jewels. Showed us love and patience, put us above the nations. And that's the gospel, thank God for choosing me. Bad news for you, it's really good news for me.
I was set apart for God's use.
Chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His
We're not the same as these other
image.
nations. Let me tell you why. We have a different kind of shine, a different kind of mind. The rhythm's not the same, we're on a different type of time. With a different kind of pace, a different kind of race. The season's not the same, we have a different kind of taste. A different kind of salt, we are so not them. Got my sword and my shield, man, I'm so locked in. And when I came to serve Yahweh, put my whole heart in. So I can't sit calm, I'm no Martin. And that's a reach, y'all, chosen to teach y'all. Every Sabbath you can find us in the streets, y'all. Dare ya Allah, my nickname is Priest, y'all. In the gym, they say that I'm a beast, y'all. Set apart, the nations all hate me. Set a trap, they lying in wait for me. Chris Paul, they don't wanna play with me. But if you love me, I'm asking that you pray with me. Cause
I was set apart for God's use.
chosen.
I was set apart for God's use. Formed in His image.
Chosen. And thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people, chosen above all people that's on the face of the earth. That's Deuteronomy 7:6. That's you, black and Latin man. Chosen. That's you, black and Latin woman. Yeah. And we the chosen. Chosen.
Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kwadash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakotka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazar, Kowa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Chaubwathnawa, Kasalachnawa, Chaubwathinawa, Wala'a, Tabia Anawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapa Arath, La'ai Walamyam, Aman.
Like this, a little bit better. Okay.
Shalom, everybody. All praise to the Most High.
Shalom.
Hope everybody had a good first fruits. We back and return back into captivity. You know, at our first fruits or any feast days, you feel like your problems is free, your mindset is clear. You just being around the brothers and sisters and building up the camaraderie. It's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing. But then when it's over with, becomes real bitter. You know, you right back to real life. You know what I'm saying? Bills looking at you. You know, phone calls calling you. You know, all that, etc. But when you with your family and your brothers and stuff like that, hey man, it's cool. You know, when you with your righteous brothers and sisters, it's cool. Just want to say shalom to everybody. And good to see y'all brothers. I haven't seen y'all brothers in a minute, feel like, so good seeing y'all brothers.
Yes, shalom, shalom. Can you guys hear me, all right?
Con.
Shalom, shalom, family. It was a pleasure. That's a pleasure for me to be with you guys back. We've been out for a while, man, and it looked like years though. And hopefully, I believe every one of us enjoy our first fruit, and we have a good time yesterday with the brothers. And it was a pleasure to see my brothers back again. And but now we go back to our routine with our class. So it was a pleasure to see you guys again, man. I say shalom. Shalom to my brother at the back.
Shalom, yeah, shalom. All praises. I didn't want to interrupt. I know I just came in, but hey, just give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High. Just said, hey, I'm off work today on the Monday, so might as well come in with my brothers, man.
That's right.
Shalom, everybody. Good to see you, Dubai. Good to see you, man. All right. Yeah, first fruit was it was beautiful, man. It rained a lot, but the Most High held up the rain for us to get a few hours in. You know, we appreciate that. We appreciate everything that the Most High has done for us and continue to do for us. So, you know, it was nice, man. All right. The harvest, Most High tells you, the harvest is what? But the laborers are few. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, many are called, but few are chosen. So, you know, so the few that came out that didn't watch the weather, and so the Most High held it up, man. And, you know, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful how good and how pleasant it is for brethren and sisters to dwell together in unity. And it was nice. All right. It was nice. No chaos, no nothing, no crazy spirits, none of that. It's a good spirit, man. A good spirit, you know. So, just like to say, man, it's a beautiful spirit, man. All right, this topic, we're gonna jump into topic because I'm pretty sure brothers gonna have stuff to bring out. All right. Some of y'all may not agree. Some of y'all might agree, and some of y'all may not. All right. If the shoe fit, you know what you got to do, whether man or female. If the shoe fit, you wear it. If it don't apply, then let it fly. All right. Simple as that. All right. But we have to take accountability of ourselves because majority of the stuff rests on the man's shoulder. It rests on the head of the household. All right. It rests on the head of the household. She's a helpmeet to you. She's a helpmeet to you. She's a helpmeet. Okay. She's a helpmeet. You gotta remember that. She's a helpmeet. All right. So now, without no further ado, we're gonna get into our topic, and I'm sure some people are gonna be like, okay, all right. Well, if the shoe fit, like I said, all right. Okay.
Hey, Salakia Elder, before you start, do you want me to show one of the pictures real quick before we
Sure,
start?
Ken, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Sure.
I'm hoping this is the one that whatever you sent me, I got. So I'm gonna bring this out real quick. Let me grab that real quick. So just bear with me on it. So I just had it, and then it just slipped off the screen. So let me go grab it again.
That's all right. There's just one of the brothers probably sending Satan, so he tried to cast it away, but it's all right.
I think I found it. Okay, here we go. All right, just let me know if my screen could be shown. Is it shown right now?
Con.
Okay, so let me just blow it up a little bit, maybe. So if you show it. I don't know. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me
Is
say
it,
this, yeah, brothers. What?
is
Go
it
ahead,
good?
King.
Is it good to show on the screen right now? Can you see it really good?
Kind
Okay,
Mhm.
can't really see the top of it just because of the shadow. You might have to drag it.
Did I just lose it, or is it still there?
No, you just went off of it. Yeah, he done took himself off now.
So this topic is about marriage. All right, husband and wives. All right. How the brothers. All right, when your brothers first met your wives, or back in the days we call it girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So um, you want to make an impression. All right. You saw the brother is. You saw the sister is dressed modest. All right. She dressed modest. You see that? All right. Ain't no chest hanging out the door. Ain't no booty shorts hanging. All right. This is what you're looking for, along with the mind, along with the system mind. Um, the words would explain everything that's written beside if you can see it. But if your brothers can see it, I can read off a couple of things off it.
Okay, can y'all see it? Is it
Kind
showing now? Okay, kind. All right. So you got the left side and the right side is his attributes and her attributes, right? So his attributes is basically what the man has to bring to the table, and her attributes is what she has to bring to the table when it becomes a good marriage, right? So it says he loves Yahweh and leads their home in faith, right? And then he says protector, he provides, protects, and creates a safe environment. He loves her deeply and constantly and consistently. Let me blow it up a little bit so I can see it. All right. He loves her deeply and consistently in word and in action. Communicator. He listens, speaks wisely, and values her input. Hard worker. He works hard and manages his resources faithfully. Man of integrity. He is honest, loyal, and his actions match his words. Growing. He is committed to becoming a better man every day. All right, so now we're going to look at her attributes, right? So this is the qualities of a good man, right? The main quality that he has to be, he has to love the Father. That's his main quality. He has to love the Father. And if he loves the Father by loving the commandments and obeying the commandments, then he's going to be a good husband. That's his duty, right? That's a man's duty to be a good leader by following God's law, statutes, and commandments. Because if he can lead his home, then he can lead a congregation, so on and so on, right? So on the right side says her attributes. Supporter, she supports his vision and cheers him on. A homemaker, she creates a warm, peaceful, and nurturing home. Respectful, she honors him and respects his leadership and love. An encourager, she builds him up and believes in him even in tough times. Wise, seeks his grace, makes wise decisions, and seeks Yahweh. Guardian of his heart, she values purity, loyalty, and protects the relationship. Growing, she continues to grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. So this will be a righteous woman right here, because she's going to be the supporter of the home, supporter of her husband, and she's also going to follow her husband because he's going to teach her the law, statutes, and commandments. And she's going to be respectful. She's going to, don't get me wrong, women and men, we have our differences at times. We can come disrespectful, but the respectful thing is come back to apologize, so we can come back to reconciliation and agreement. And she's going to be an encourager, right? She's supposed to be encouraged to man, because man get beats up out there in the world. She's going to be an encourager, right? She's going to build them up, you know. She's going to be wise. Why she's going to be wise? Because she's going to be learning from her head, right? And then while her learning from her head, she also can teach her head in certain things, right? To build them up, make them look at certain things, right? Because a woman could be a teacher to her husband at a particular time, and sometimes I shall say, because hey, it doesn't mean that she's ruling over him, but she can teach him some things too. You learn from one another, right? So you never think that a man can't learn from his wife. You should be able to learn with one another. So also guardian of his heart, right? She's going to protect her heart, right? She's going to make sure that she stays loyal to him. Relationship stays kindled and growing, right? A woman, remember, the Bible says she may be the weaker vessel, but she's continued to grow, right? It is going to take the husband as the leader to help her build her growth. So it's a teamwork effort when you look at these attributes and his attributes. So I leave it at there for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. It is true though, man. It is true. That's how you know the Bible is a true book, man. Is a true book. The words of the Most High. All right. It does not. It does not. It don't fail, man. It don't fail. It's on point. It's on point. All right. The words of the Most High is spirit. All right. It's alive. It's alive. All right. Like what the brother just read, we just showed you. All right. You know that the Bible teaches about romantic love as a passionate, exclusive, and joyous gift from the Most High. That meant for marriage, advocated for deep emotional and physical bonding between a husband and a wife. Yes, that means including you celebrating your spouse, each other. We're not saying to go into different with a different idea. No, no. You love each other. You're celebrating one another. All right. By the commandments tell you. So you know, including celebrating your spouse, maintaining sexual intimacy to avoid temptation. Your husband needs some loving. I'm gonna use the word loving, and you need some loving. It's a commandment. All right, you need some loving both ways. All right, if you don't get it, he's gonna start to seek it outside, and if she don't get it, she might start to look outside too. All right, so you know she got to come together. That's what the Bible tells you. All right, when a man leaves his parents, he takes on a wife, the duty of a wife. All right, so maintaining sexual intimacy to avoid temptation and prioritizing a partnership of mutual trust and commitment. And commitment. You commit to one another. That's what it's about. And doing the commandments of the Most High. All right. Now, rekindling your stuff. Rekindling. All right. We're gonna get into that a little bit later on. Give me Genesis 1:27, King. Genesis 1:27. I really went down at the bottom. All right.
All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 27. So Yahweh created man in his own image.
Mhm.
In the image of Yahweh created he him. Male and female created he them.
Male and female. Male and female. Okay. So God didn't just create, he created male and female, not Tom and Tom, or not Lindy and Lindy. He created man and female. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. All right. He didn't create. He didn't. All right. Go ahead, King. Read the next verse for me. All right. All right.
And Yahweh blessed them. And Yahweh said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it.
All right, hold on there for a second, King. Be fruitful and multiply. How do you be fruitful? How do you be fruitful? All right. We're not gonna be like Esau. I watched a video a while back. All right, where Esau just jumped on the woman and just and that's it. Okay. Be fruitful and multiply. We are the seed of who? Of Jacob. We are the seed of who? Isaac. We are the seed of who? Abraham. Okay? We are the seed of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right? We know what romance is. So your brothers that let it slip by y'all need to take damn notes. All right? A woman like to be romance. All right? It ain't no just jump on top of the woman and then 1, 2, 3, bam, bam, boom, bam, zee, bam, bam, and all that crap. All right? Get that crap out of your damn head. All right? When you first met your girl, or when you meet a girl, what do? You put on your Mac game, don't you? You put on your Mac game. All right. Your Mac game is on. You're smooth operator. All right. You're smooth. All right. You come with the what? With the Barry White. You come with the different songs. You come with the different styles and all kind of just to what? Hypnotize her. And when you do hypnotize her, and when you do reach that point where y'all do everything, all right. Sometimes y'all let the Kindle just what? It falls off. Y'all let the romance just falls away. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to let the romance continue. I'm not saying 24/7, but what? You're supposed to make the romance continue. Read on, King.
All right. And have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
All right. What's that? Fruitful and multiply. You're gonna have a lot of sex. You're gonna have a lot of sex. Okay. Ain't no damn TV back then. Okay. Adam ain't had no damn TV. Okay. Abraham ain't got no damn TV. All right. So there's a lot of sex was going on back then. All right. It wasn't just sex. Your forefathers had skills. They had skills, man. They knew how to romance their sisters. They know how to romance their wife. They know how to take care of their wives. All right. Yeah, they may had a few, but what? They had the means of taking care of these sisters. Not in this damn time right here. How many of y'all can say that what? That y'all can take care of 2 wives or 3 wives? Ain't none of y'all can say that crap. None of y'all. You don't have the means nor the resource to do it. In other words, you ain't got dry damn blank in your damn behind. You ain't got dry damn shit in your damn behind. Okay, want and need is 2 different things. Want and need is 2 different things. All right, you got to control your damn emotions. Simple as that. All right, you can't put them nowhere. Where you gonna put a second one? With the first one? You out your damn mind. What romance? You got to romance your wife to keep the fire burning. If you don't, then you're gonna be you're going to adventuring off and try looking for something else out there when you're not supposed to. When you come into the truth to do the work of the Most High, you're supposed to be focused on the work of the Most High. So you only have what? Time really and truly for one wife, for your wife that you have that been rocking with you. Because it takes time. It takes a lot of time to nurture a woman, just like how Yahshua have been nurturing us with the words. It takes time. In this walk of life with this word, you're busy. You're busy constantly doing things, maybe in the garment department, and maybe in correspondence department, all right, maybe counseling other brothers and so forth. All right. When the hell you got time for 2 or 3? When? When? And plus, if you got kids, when? Need and want is 2 different substance of life. I'm gonna get one more. I'll let your brothers come in. Give me Genesis 2:24, King.
All right. You said Genesis 2 and what?
2 and 24. Yeah.
2 and Salaki.
I quoted it earlier, so I'm just gonna get it.
All right, come. Do you want me to you want 23 or just go straight to 24?
Let's go to 23. Start at 23.
Okay, come. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 23. And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." Therefore,
that's gonna be for probably like another lessons. A lot of the churches talk about God put Adam to sleep, and then he took a rib out of his side. He opened his side. God performed surgery on him and took out the rib, and then he took the rib, and then and the woman was formed. All right, you out of your goddamn mind. That's not the way that went down. You out of your goddamn mind too. All right. Go ahead, King. That's for another lesson. But anyway, she was called what? Woman. Called woman because she was taken out of men. Go ahead, King.
All right. Therefore shall a man Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
And they shall be one flesh. When you leave your mama, your daddy, that means what? You've been taught the laws and statutes of the Most High, how to be a man, how to provide for your household. When you leave the tutelage of your parents, now you become a man. And you've been taught everything that you need to know how to provide for your wife when you get a wife. All right? And like I said, you need to spice up. Stop being dull. All right? You got many different things you can do in this society here. All right? You can even go for a little walk. Hold your wife's hands. All right? If you got kids and if your parents still alive, all right, ask your parents them to just to watch the kids them for a little while, and you and your wife need to go for a little walk and go for a little stroll, all right, like a little picnic inside the park, all right. These you gotta understand something, okay? The sisters is built different from men, okay? The sisters are built different from men, all right. And if you just have your wife at home cooking and they're cooking, cleaning all the damn time, okay? She's gonna be frustrated. Even if she do work, all right, and she comes in, there's things you can help her with also, all right? You can help her with what? With some things also, all right? Maybe if you know how to cook, you can put on a little something. If you're home, you can even do that before she even get home. All right, but remember, woman is built different from men, and the things that we take for granted, they like it. They like a little holding hands and all that stuff. That doesn't mean that you're weak. It's just showing a little love towards your spouse, and she appreciates it. That's all that means. All you that got wives, ask them. We're gonna let some sisters tell it also, but ask them. And so far that love goes towards you. Very far. But some of y'all gotta cut out the monkey business, man. Y'all gotta cut out the damn monkey business. That's what y'all gotta do. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. You took an oath to the Most High saying you're going to take care of her. So that's what you got to do. Now you become one flesh. You're still the head of the household, so you got to act like the head of the household. Sometimes she gives you good advice. Don't be aligned in your own home, man. Sometimes your wife do give you good advice. And you got to be wise enough to take it and don't be a damn idiot. I'm gonna let you come in, King.
No, well said, Elder. This is the marriage is a covenant with the Most High, right? We are supposed to, honor. If we got to honor the law, then we also have to honor our wife, and the wife has to honor the husband, right? So, like, but we just like in verse 25, right? Can you read that for me? Somebody read that for me.
All right, verse 25, it says, "And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed."
Right. So understand in this verse, in the context of what Adam and Eve, right? It's not literally meaning they were both butt naked or anything like that, right? So you have to understand when at the time before sin came into earth, right? They were both uncorruptible, right? They was not built on shame. You know what I'm saying? And the man and his wife, they were not ashamed because they were uncorruptible, right? And it also represents that they were also on one accord, right? You know what I'm saying? That they were clearly on the same page. You know what I'm saying? They were clearly have an understanding that, hey, you're my husband and I'm your wife, right? So they had a clear understanding. So you can use the nakedness as an exposure, right? They expose themselves to know that they are together, they are one companion, and they were not ashamed because they wasn't in that type of time of breaking a relationship up. They're beginning a relationship. And that's what it is, right? When we have a marriage, it's a relationship. And we have to always build on that relationship. It's just like a friend, right? A regular friend that you may see or grew up on. In order to keep that relationship kindled, you have to keep communication up, right? We have to continue to talk. That's how you be cool with someone, right? You become cool because you guys continue in communication. When you stop communicating, right, it's sometimes the kindling of the relationship starts to dry down. It starts to go out. But as men and women, to keep a marriage going, the proper thing that we need is communication. So let me get this right here, the classic of the order, right? Let me get 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But let me start at verse 1 real quick.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, starting at verse 1. "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
Hmm?
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you."
Right. So, hey, the ordinance is the law, right? So even in marriage, right? What is the ordinances, right? If a man makes his vow, he has to stay on that vow, right? That's part of the law of marriage, right? You say that you're going to take care of this woman, that woman becomes your wife, y'all become into a marriage, and then y'all become in a unit, in unity, become one flesh, right? What the Bible says, right? So we have to keep the ordinances. So do that is all about respecting each other. Just because when you in the beginning, when you guys meet each other and you guys are courting and you guys are building up a relationship, that's the easy fun part. In the beginning, that's the fun part. But when you get months in and years in, is it still fun? It would start to dry out, right? But we got to remember the ordinances, right? The ordinances as that we have to keep our vow. When we say that I'm gonna be with you through sickness and health, that's part of our vow. I'm gonna be there for you through thick and thin. That's part of our vow. Rather if I'm angry with you, rather if I don't want to be bothered with you, we still got to keep our vow, right? Especially as men, right? Men can't give up because when a woman get in her monthly cycle or a woman just maybe having her mood swings and everything, and you just say, man, I thought we was gonna have a good relationship in the beginning and all that how it looked, and now look where we got, man. I don't even want to deal with her. But you got to remember, you got to keep the ordinances. And the ordinances, according to the law, was when we made a commitment to a wife, we made our vow, right? So we can't just give up because we don't like the disagreement. We got to stay in because that was delivered to us, right? Go ahead.
"But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Uh-huh.
and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of and the head of Christ is God."
Right. So the man is in charge. Man, you have to take charge no matter what. You know, when we what was in Proverbs, I'm not going to bring it out. I know the elder or one of your brothers may bring it out. It may be, right? You know, what do Proverbs 31 says? She sold her son Lemuel, don't give all your strength to a woman, right? Because she understood the order. The man is the head. And if a man is going to date a woman, he can't give all his strength to her to let him rule over her, because that relationship is not going to last. Because a man has a lot of pride. So for a woman to rule him and take away his pride and his self-confidence, man, that relationship is not going to work. So that's why the Most High said you need the man to be the head. And if the man is the head and then Christ is the head of the men, and we know that the Most High is head of everything, and it says, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. And read the verse 4. No, Salakia, no. No, you ain't got to read verse 4. Read verse 8.
Verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right. So that's the order right there. The man is not of the woman, right? Meaning that God didn't make the woman for the man, he made the woman for the man. Right? Because that's the order, right? Read verse 9.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Right, because they need each other. Right? You are one. Right? So again, let me get one more. Let me get 1 Corinthians 15-33. Right? Because when you in a marriage, you guys are one, and you guys are not supposed to have, the woman supposed to follow a man, but he's not supposed to dominate her. And the woman ain't supposed to dominate the man. Right? When you're dominating one another, you guys don't come together. Right? You don't know how to work. You're gonna have a lot of issues because a woman don't want to feel dominated. She want to be led, but she don't want to be dominated. And what I mean by dominating mean, hey, whatever you say, it better go or else. Like, you can't do ultimatums to your wife when y'all trying to build a relationship, right? It should be all about based on communication, right? So let me get 1 Corinthians 15-33. Right? So a woman also should not try to dominate a man, right? She can't be whatever you say, I don't want to listen to what you got to say. I don't want to follow you, but you're breaking the vow, right? You are supposed to follow a man with the Most High brought together. Let me see. Why is it not pulling up? 1 second. All right. Let me go back. 15-33. All right. Let me get 1 Corinthians 15-33.
All right, it's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Right. So be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners, right? Because that's going to happen in relationships. Evil communications corrupt good manners. It breaks up relationships. This is why even another corrupt evil communication is not communicating at all. That corrupt good manners. That breaks up a relationship. Like, so when you are in a relationship, you guys should be open. And we know, like in Israel, we like to hide things from one another, whether it's from the congregation or rather for leadership or whatever. We may not want to talk about it at the time, but your spouse, you should be able to be willing to be able to talk to them, because they should be your first keepsake, and to know that I trust you to help me move on and remove these issues. Right? We can't be holding things against one another and say, hey, I don't feel like telling you, I don't feel like talking to her, or I don't feel like talking to him, I'm gonna hold that to myself. When you do that, guess what ends up happening? You guys start having an argument. So then guess what? The evil communication comes out, right? Rather, if it's an old situation that happened at your job, rather even it's an old situation that happened in your marriages, right? In your marriage, right? Because if we're not talking about these things, then evil communication starts to come up, and it corrupts the whole relationship. And then now you're seeing yourself that you need counseling. And then, leave it to the Black community. We don't think we need counseling. We like, man, I don't need nobody to tell me how to control my marriage. Like, we don't like that, right? But sometimes it's needed, because if you can't fix your relationship, with your spouse, then guess what? You need counseling. Remove the pride. Right? So that's all I want right there. I don't want to go too much on that.
The Buck, you got anything, brother?
Not really. Just I got one. Let's go to. Let me see. Go to Philippians chapter 1.
All right.
Philippians chapter 1, and really just verse 27. That's it.
All right, this is the book of Philippians chapter 1, verse 27. Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Yahweh.
Right. So we understand again in order to make a marriage work, Yahweh Shai and Yahweh has to be at the center of it. Right. So I'm not saying only talk about the Bible, but that should be your foundation. Right. It should be whether you go to the movies, you watching a movie, right? It should always be in the center of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family just went to see, Mortal Kombat last week. And, my wife tapping me and she like, you see that she just, making comparisons of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? To, the Mortal Kombat movie. We understand that. I forgot who said it. Y'all brothers may know, but they say in order to make a good movie, follow the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's what it is. But this is how you, continue to grow and become as one, right? Not having the evil communications. You know what I'm saying? Not allowing a movie or a TV show to put you in the flesh wise. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, now you watching Housewives of Atlanta, you see them feuding and you wondering why it's a bunch of craziness going on in your house. Well, I mean, you got the spirit of the world in there, right? So only let your conversations become at the gospel of Yahweh, right? Go ahead.
That whether I come and see you, or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit, with one mind, striving together for the faith of the gospel.
All right. So this is now we understand that this is concerning a church, right? But at the same time, your home is a church. Your marriage is a church. All right. So you have to just be on one mind and one accord when it comes down to it. And y'all can, you can fight the biggest battles together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be those times where it's a battle that brothers gotta fight together, right? But then you also in your own home, you and your spouse is supposed to be a team and warriors together with the man leading the way. And if the man's conversation ain't as the gospel of Yahweh Shai, then more times than that house is gonna fall. Right? So I just bring that out. That's it.
Well said. You got some, Peliah?
No, well said, Kings. I have nothing for now. Thank you.
All right. All right, King. Let me get. Once I said 2 or 3 witnesses, let me get Mark 10, 4 through 10. These where churches love to go.
All right. This is the book of Mark, chapter 10, and verse 4. And they said, Moses suffered to write a bill of divorcement and to put her away.
To put her away, it just because your Israelites are hard-headed as hell. Hard-headed, so Moses just say, you know what? Go ahead for the time being. Go ahead. Okay, just write a bill of divorce. You're hard-headed and stiff-necked, and you're goddamn wicked as hell. All right? Well, Yahweh is gonna come and correct it now. Go ahead, King.
All right. And Yahweh answered and said unto them, for the hardness of your heart, he wrote you this precept. But from the beginning of the creation, Yahweh made them male and female. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore Yahweh have joined together, let no man put asunder. And in the house, his disciples asked him again of the same matter, and
So
said unto them, oh, Salakia.
go ahead, King.
Okay. Verse 11. And he said unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery against her. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery.
So you see what the Most High said. Let me tell you, man. The quality of our marriage. That's what people gotta understand. The quality of our marriage matters a lot. It matters. As a leader, you gotta find ways to spice things up. All right. You gotta listen to your wife sometimes. You gotta listen to your wife, man. She a woman. The things that they intrigue on, we don't intrigue on it. The about couldn't give a damn about no damn mom or no damn candy. Might don't give a damn about a damn candy. All right, but your wife might like a little Snickers or a little chocolate. From time to time, you get a little chocolate. You so happy she be. Those little simple things make them happy. Remember, they're not built like us. They damn sure ain't built like us, man. All right, so our job as husband, man, is to meet our wife's needs, which is communication, listening, being a good listener too, okay, helping solving problems. All right, helping solving problems, and her needs are in the bedroom, brothers. In the bedroom, a lot of y'all slacking in the damn bedroom. Y'all don't know what the hell to do in the damn bedroom, man. What's wrong with y'all? All right, what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all don't remember when y'all used to be Mac Daddy out there? How come that should stop when you get 10 years into marriage or 9 years into marriage? It stops, man. Y'all bugging, okay?
They bugging, man, for real.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They're bugging, man.
And that's because they taking all them drugs. That's what that is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this, man. A woman got more turn-on button than that 747 jet, man. All right? Y'all brothers, y'all don't know how to turn on them damn buttons. Man, y'all crazy as hell. Maybe I need to call this panel right here one away. All right? So we can tell y'all what to do. I'm not going to say it on, they say it on YouTube right here. All right? But you got 10 fingers. You better not use them 10 fingers behind doors. All right? All right? Y'all got to spice up y'all little stuff there, man. What's wrong with y'all? It's not boring being married. You make it boring. You make it a problem. Discuss things with your wife. What's up, babe? What's going on, honey? I let a brother know what's going on. All right? How you feeling today? You good? All right? Let me rub it back for you. All right? Come here. You work hard today. Let me rub your back. And she'll do the same for you. Trust and believe. It's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. She'll gladly do it for you any day, any time, any hours of the day. All right? So you the head. So you got to initiate things sometimes. You got to take the lead as the head. There's more weight on your shoulder. All right? So carry the weight. And Yahushua's shoulder is broad, so therefore he can help us carry the weight. So what's the problem? What's the damn problem? Huh? How that song go? It's just my imagination. Keep running away with me. Well, in the bedroom, let it run wild in the bedroom, but doing it decently and in order though. All right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. It can run wild with you, yeah, but don't. Benjamin said what? Don't. Not the dreadlocks, not eat on that 2-foot table. Okay. So don't eat on a damn 2-foot table. All All right, but let your imagination run wild here, but not no 2-foot table. All right, on a damn fur burger. All right, I know what I'm talking about. I will spice it up. Okay, you got whipped cream, you got baby oil, you got all kind of damn things now.
No diddy.
Hey, what's wrong with y'all? Huh? All right, the romance is not dead, man. You got to keep the romance going, brothers. All right, and listen to your wives sometimes, man. Listen to your wives. All right. As long as they're not telling you to jump off the damn building, man, I'll break the most I lost. All right. As long as they ain't telling you to do that, man, you're good. All right. So hey, a wife's need for romance is very, very important, man. In a marriage, no husband and wife walk down their wedding aisles, and all right, expecting their romance to fall apart. But when you look at statistics, man, and I did that the other day. I look at some statistics, okay, and it's like 50% of marriage fade away, man. It fade away.
Okay.
All right, and bringing what enormous emotional devastation to spouses and children. Okay, because you're not feeling your wife no more because you say, oh, she doesn't look the same. Nigga, your black ass don't look the same either. You want to gain 10 pounds, I'll lose that 10 pounds and all the damn things, nigga. If you married 15 years, you're going to look the same. You expect your wife to be the same? All right? All right? So you got to know how to spice it up as the years go by. Ain't nobody telling you to go like 4 rounds a night or 5 rounds a night. You ain't 18 no more. All right, but there's things you can do, brothers, to spice up your romance. You ain't got to go 3-4 times a night. You ain't got to do that. But there are ways you can do, man. There's things you can do. All right? Keep the fire burning, man. Keep the candlelight light, man. You got to have a balance in all things. I know what some of y'all going to say. Hell, my wife said, this and that. All right, look into your damn self, too. Look into your damn self. All right? I guarantee you, if you come home first before your wife, and your wife is on her way home from work, all right? I bet you, if you know how to cook a little something, even if you don't, they're going down YouTube, man, and just make the dish that she like or whatever the dish, any damn dish. Just make a little something, all right? And have that bath water running for her, and put a little bubble inside of it. And when she get home, you say, hey, put your bag over there, baby. Put your bag over there. Put your stuff over there, all right? This is what I want you to do, all right? Go inside the bathroom right there, man, all right? I got something ready over here for you, all right? Go take her clothes off and put on the damn tub there, man, all right? And let your imagination go. You got 10 fingers, brother, all right? Utilize it, all right? Spontaneous combustion, brother. Firestorm by itself. Initiate, all right? Initiate it, man. Light the fire. Light the fire, all right? You can do these things, man. Well, like I said, man, enormous emotional devastation to spouses and children. It can cause problems, man, because you feel my husband don't love me he don't love me no more. He thinks I'm fat. He thinks I'm ugly now. You got to reassure them they're not built like us. They're not built like us, man. And if you do these things, it will carry you far. Your marriage will go far, real far. All right? I'm going to get one. Give me Proverbs, man. Give me Proverbs 5:18 there real quick, King. Proverbs 5:18 and 19, I think it is.
All right. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 5, verse 18. Let thy foundation be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Hear that? You're gonna kick it with the wife as from your youth. All right, somebody get married when you're young. All right, you're gonna continue to kick it with her. You're gonna continue to cook it with her, man. To kick it with her, man. From that youth. All right. But I know what some of y'all do though. Some of y'all do this. All right. You've been married for 10, 15 years, maybe 20 years. So you sit back inside the damn lazy chair. I call it lazy chair. All right. My wife know my rep already. She know my rep because you done things to blow her mind. You blow the hell out of her mind when you first met her. All right. So now you're kicking back in your lazy chair. My wife know my rep. Okay. She know what I can do. All right. And some of y'all let that fade away, and then y'all go seek another chick. And then now that's where problem comes in at. That's where problem comes in at. Okay. Because what? Now you plan to do the same thing that you did to your wife when you first met her. Don't you think that that's inside her mind? When y'all was dating, when y'all was going through, that's in her mind. Everything that you did to her, now you're gonna do to the new chick. Or your side chick or side piece, whatever the hell y'all want to call it nowadays. All right. To me, it ain't no damn second wife or third wife because you ain't got no place to put her. You can't take care of her the way you're supposed to take care of her. So that's just my opinion. It ain't no damn second or third damn wife. It just damn lust. Lust. You can't take care of her the way you're supposed to take care of her. So you know, so your first wife, which supposed to lack nothing, she's saying to herself, he's gonna squeeze the left, he's gonna squeeze the right, he's gonna squeeze the legs leg, the legs this, that, the butt cheek, and all that stuff. She's getting more furious and furious and furious and furious, and everything start change. Everything start change towards you. All right. In this kingdom that we're living here, all right, a bishop, when you seek to be to follow the Most High, all right, really and truly, can you maintain? Hey man, you can't even maintain your damn self, much less. And that's the honest truth. You can't maintain your damn self, much less. All right, so you know, so Proverbs say what? Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. You're supposed to rejoice, man. It's a blessing, especially when they're following. Especially if you have a wife that's following the commandments, at least maybe 90% or 80%. You're damn blessed. You're damn blessed, man. Just take a look out there. You want to start over with somebody else out there? You out of your damn mind. These damn chicken heads out there nowadays. That's all there is, damn chicken head, man. All right, continue reading from me, King.
All right, verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times. Be thou ravished always with her love.
See, if you're in order and if you do the things that a husband's supposed to do, she's gonna always ravish you, man. She's gonna always be in your corner. She's gonna always be in your corner. All right. Trust this old fool right here. Trust this old fool right here when I tell you. All right. She's gonna always be in your corner. What they used to say, I'm your ride and die chick. That's what some of them say. I'm your ride and die chick, but they ride and die for you in righteousness, in this truth right here. Don't let the light go out, man. Because if you let the light go out, it's going to cause a problem in your household. All right? It's like the responsibility of a husband is to keep the fire of romance with his wife burning bright, man. Keep it bright. It ain't got to be every week, but she appreciate it, though. I've spoken to many women. I've spoken to many single women. Okay. I've spoken to many single women. All right. I've spoken to many single women, man. And the answers them that I received, all right, it's everything that I'm telling you. It's everything that I'm saying right now. And the Bible says. So, the husband responsible, man, is to keep the romance with his wife burning. All right. Don't let it go out, man. Don't let it go out, King. Hold on there. Boom, boom, boom. So, so brothers and sisters, man, you got to be true to your relationship with your wife and to yourself, and vice versa. All right. All right. So, I'm gonna get one more, and then I'll let your brothers come in. I think a Corinthian. Give me First Corinthian. I think it is come to mind. First Corinthians 7. 7:2 through 5. Through 4 or 5, somewhere about there.
All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, starting at verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Oh, Lord of mercy. When you have your own, it's your own. You ain't got to be seeking for nothing else. You ain't got to be looking at another man's wife. You ain't got to be seeking another man's wife, none of that garbage and trap. All right? All that's for foolishness. All right? Once you have your wife and the fire is burning, hey, and the fire is burning, King, that's all you can ask for, man. And she's keeping the commandments of the Most High, and she's listening to you at least maybe 90% of the time. Look around society. You're blessed. You're blessed. If your wife listens to you majority of the time, all right, and obey you majority of the times in this society that we live here, you're blessed. You're blessed. So don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. All right? Not to allow their, all right? Read on, King.
All right. All right, so let me start over. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence. Also the wife unto the husband. The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise, also the husband have not power of his own body.
All right. So like your brothers, you like what you call it? You like cars. Let's go with cars, all right. The bot got an F that F-150 Ford. It need tune up. Yeah, your wife need tune up too. All right. You gotta change that spark plugs and them coil wires there. All right. Let her breast satisfy. Yeah. It's there for a reason. It's not to just look at it. All right. Let your imagination keep running away with it. Let it run with you, brother. All right. You got to tune up your wife, and she gonna tune you up. Trust me, she gonna tune you up too. All right, I'm gonna land there. I let brothers come in because you know your body's not your own. When she needs something and you need something, all right. Go ahead,
Con,
King.
I'm gonna continue in this chapter 2, right? So let's go to verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so verse 4 it says, "The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife."
Right. So again, when you are in a vow of a marriage, again, you're supposed to be able to keep the fire kindled, right? And sex is part of it, right? So when you're arguing, of course, that's the hardest time where people want to sit back and really lay down with one another because of the anger is taking over. And then in some cases, man, it's a turn on for men, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can break the argument just by going right into sex, right? So we got to understand when it says the wife have no power of her own body, she can't say like, "Hey, I'm not giving you anything because I'm angry." Right? You know,
Sex.
we're not supposed to be. We not like I said, we're not supposed to like in verse 5 it says not to defraud one another, right? And we understand that Paul is giving these things because he's trying to keep a marriage together, right? Because that's what happens to a broken home is a lot of it is based on no one's giving each other loving, right? No one's trying to have sex because I'm angry. So a lot of the buildup that men have, and I'm going to use for men for the example at the most point of this time right now, when a woman act like that, this is why you get men out there just sleeping with another woman than that woman. Because why? Women sometimes want to be upset and use their body for power and say like you can't get none of this right now because I'm mad at you. So a man, he's angry now and he does it in retaliation mode, right? He goes out there and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I gotta get whatever I need to get released, and I'm gonna go ahead do what I need to do. But for a woman, they're more connected in the and emotional, and the man is more just like we're logical. But we would just want to be like, hey, I don't really care for the girl on the side. I'm just speaking of the men out there in the world, right? They don't care about the women on the side that they mess with. They really care about the one that they really put their vow down to, really, right? They really care about that woman. But if that woman is saying like I don't want to give you anything, hey, he's gonna step out, right? He's gonna step out quick. But it says the wife have not power. I mean, it says, yeah, the wife have not power over her body, but to the husband, because that's not for you to say you can't get any. If you want to keep a house in order and built, hey, you guys gotta have sex and communicate just like you did in the beginning. That was like one of the beginning stages. A lot of times, like in the world, we taught like, hey, we like them, then you lay down with them. That's how the world taught us. We didn't do a full commitment and do everything what we were supposed to do according to the orders of the God. But again, in the beginning, that's what men and women did when we called ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend. And then in the marriage, we stop it. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't do that, right? But again, you don't have power over your body. And what else?
It says, "And likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body, but the wife."
So the man can't even do the same, can't do that either. And I don't understand why, if a man doing that in his marriage, I don't understand how he's doing that because we need it. Just as well as the women need it, men need it too. So, you know what I'm saying? We should not be like, hey, I'm not doing that with her. She making me mad. Now you acting emotional now, brother. Right? No, we can't be thinking like that, right? Read verse 5.
"Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time."
So that means saying like, hey, you can't go out and say I'm not laying down with you. It's a done. I don't feel like it. But it said except it be consent for a time, right? It may be a time that you might be tired, sick, right? You have to agree with your wife ain't feeling good. You just don't go over there and be like, I'm gonna just do it anyway. She's not feeling good. She's not feeling good, right? You have to understand that. And if he's not feeling good, it's vice versa. Same thing. Understand he's not feeling good. Or even may say, hey, just give me a minute. I don't want to just come in the house and just get right into it when we getting off of work. Just give me a minute. Let me get myself relaxed. get myself together, build myself up in the house, then we can go on later, right? So we got to be accepted before consent for a time. Go ahead.
That ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
Right, you give yourself to fasting and prayer because sometimes that's your relationship ain't based on only on sex, right? Your relationship should be about protection. It should be about guidance. It should be also always the laws of God, right? You is also being an example, right? So it ain't always based on sex, right? So that's why you need fasting and prayer. Why? Because if you're praying and fasting with your wife, your relationship of your household is going to grow better and stronger, right? Prayer is the foundation of your relationship, right? That's the first thing, right? Because you're connecting with the Father, right? Go ahead.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
Right. So that Satan don't go out there and tempt you, man. So you didn't go out there and not be able to have self-control, right? So let me get Hebrews 13:4 real quick. Because you said something earlier, Elder, and you were saying that, hey, like we were just reading out of there that, you shouldn't be acting like you don't want to be with your wife and all that, and you don't want to do nothing in the room and all that. But the Bible speaks about it, right? Let me get 13:4 real quick.
All right. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is sometimes can be distressful.
Marriage is honorable in all.
It's honorable. Marriage is honorable, right? Because two or more that can work together, y'all become strong. She's strong in certain parts in your life that you're not strong at. She's your second pair of eyes, and he's your second pair of eyes. I got your back, you got my back, right? Yeah, that's what makes marriage honorable, right? And it also it also creates good values to one another. And when you know you got a good relationship is when you can still laugh what you used to laugh about when you first started. You can still communicate of the same way you communicate when you first started. Whether you've been in a marriage for 5 years, 15 years, man, if you can't count how many years you've been with your wife or your husband and y'all still going, that means you got a really good relationship. That you forget, like, dang, time is passed. Like, man, we've been together for 15 years. It feel like we just been together just since like a year ago, right? Because who's counting time when you having a good relationship? But see, when brothers are having a bad relationship, they be thinking, I've been in this relationship for way too long. I feel like giving up. Same thing with the sister. Oh man, this is not what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? But marriage is an honorable and all. Go ahead.
And the bed undefiled.
Right. That bedroom should never be an issue. When you got a good relationship, it never should be an issue to be in the bed. So you shouldn't even have to worry about defrauding that neighbor because you have a good relationship. You have a good prayer relationship. You have a good communication relationship. You have a good sharing relationship, an understanding relationship. Like you should be able to still play with your wife and your husband like you played with them before. You should still be able to make your wife laugh like you used to do before. Because that's the key thing. If you can make a woman laugh and you can continue to laugh, man, hey, that's the key for a woman is the personality. Yeah, looks do matter to the woman, but I guarantee she'd rather take a personality of laugh than she'll take a man that's really into himself. Right? And it's the same thing of men. We look for beauty, right? We do look for beauty. It's very for us. You gotta if I'm gonna wipe you down, you gotta be I gotta be attracted to you. And we look for the appearance, right? So that's why the woman, when she dial herself up, man, we're looking at the appearance, right? Because our mind is already thinking like, hey, if I'm gonna be with this woman, man, hey, our mind is like, hey, we want to go in the bedroom. That's what a man thinks. We want to be in the bedroom, but we want to make sure we got the right one. But the Bible says what?
Says, but whoremongers and adulterers, Yahweh will judge.
Right. So when you want to just go and lay with this woman and not stay with this woman, and you go around and lay with somebody else's wife, or a woman is already married and she lays with another man, the Most High would judge you. So you have to understand marriage is honorable. So what will we playing around for? Right? We dishonoring our relationship as Israel. Right? We all supposed to be learning how to build. See, to learn how to build a relationship outside of the congregation, you got to learn to build a relationship in your marriage. So how can you build a relationship in your congregation and you don't have a relationship in your marriage? Like, that don't make sense. How you going to be more cool than the brothers in your congregation than you are with your wife? Or how is your wife going to be more cool than the congregation of the women, but she's not cool with her husband? That don't make sense. Right? I got one more. Let me get Ephesians 5. I think it's 22. I think it's 5 and 22. I might be wrong, but it's
Yeah, you're right. It's there.
Okay, Con. 5 and 22.
All right. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
Right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Wives, submit yourselves. Because if you're looking for a real man, you're looking for a real leader. So submit to him. Submit to his needs. Submit to where he's going through, right? It ain't always just submit and listen to what I tell you. Sometimes just submit and hear what he have to say. You right? Because hey, we submit to y'all in many ways. Right? We submit to y'all in many ways. So women, you have to learn how to submit to your husband, right? Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife.
We are the head. We are the leaders, right? Go ahead.
Even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
And everything, not in some things, and everything, right? And understand, if we are, as the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, what did Christ do for the church? He died. So guess what? Us men, when we're marrying our wives, we're also telling you that I would die for you because I love you so much. And guess what Christ did to the church? He also taught them the laws of God. So husbands, when you say that you want to be committed, men, when you say you want to be committed to a wife, then you are also saying I'm being committed to even teach you the laws of God. Why? Because I love you so much that I don't want to see you lose your spirit when the time of judgment. Right? Go to verse 25.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it.
Just like what I just said, he died. You got to put your life on the line for your wife. Point blank. It ain't no, I'm going to let her be the first one to take the bullet. You should, as a husband, if it's anybody knocking on your door late at night, it should be you answering the door. You shouldn't be like, hey, you go ahead and take a look at it and see who it is. And I'll be behind you and I'm gonna see you just in case he come in. No, you got first dibs. If you the leader, especially like in the army, if you like the head of an army, you are in the front line. You willing to take a bullet for each of your soldiers. It's the same thing. We willing to take anything for our wives. We willing to defend our wives no matter what the situation. Even sometimes men want to defend their wives even when their wives are wrong. And vice versa. But in this truth, we gotta make sure we don't do unrighteous judgment, because we have to keep the order, right? That's what Christ did. We have to keep the order. In verse 26,
that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Right. So that's how you have a sanctified marriage, by using the word of God, teaching her as well. She can bring something to your attention and show you, and you can listen and say, wow, hey, I ain't even look at it like that. Hey, that's a good way to bring it out. Because don't think that the Most High don't put a spirit in them to get understanding of the word, that you can even look at it like, wow, I looked at that kind of different. Yeah, I like that. Hey, that's why we work together. I land there. I land.
Before you come in, let me say something real quick, right? Hey, wives, I'm gonna tell y'all this. All right, what you and your husband doing in the damn bedroom? Okay, if the back is swinging from the damn chandelier coming down on you, all right, our damn roller skating inside the damn bedroom, all right, and your position, a certain way, all right, keep that shit to yourself. Oh, okay, keep it to yourself, all right. Now this is a true story, all right. One sister was telling her girlfriend everything that her husband was doing to her in the bedroom. Okay, and you know what happened, right? You know what happened? That sister mustered up enough courage and strength. All right, it's wickedness though, but I'm just telling you. All right, and I took that man husband away from her friend. All right, so sisters, if you and your husband swinging from the chandelier inside the damn bedroom, keep that shit to yourself. All right, keep it between you and your husband in the bedroom. All right, you come in, you come Peliah on the back.
Peliah, you can get in there.
Yes, sir. That was a beautiful topic. So I'm gonna touch another aspect of this topic that we guys talking about. The Bible never directly talking about sex, but there's a way the Bible portrays sex for us to understand there's sex in the scriptures in the Bible. And in our language today, we use sex, but the Bible never talk it that way. Let's start with the book of Genesis, chapter 16. We're going to pick it up at verse 2. Let's see how the Bible make us understand what is this sex. Because at the same time, you got a lot of people thought Christ himself, he was the spirit having relationship, the way they see it. And I'm going to elaborate in all of that, and then for us to understand it. Really, when you got it, King.
I got it. It's the book of Genesis chapter 16.
I may take another 15, 20 minutes on that case.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis chapter 16 and verse 2. And Sarai said to Abram, behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai.
The point is, she understand that both of them was old. Because, when you old in the 90 years, there's no way the energy that my brother is talking about, we're supposed to be hardcore in the bedroom. If you're 90s, if you're 60s, 70s, I don't see those energy come up to us just like you were 20, 30. Especially when you've been in a relationship over 30 years. That energy not there according to the scripture. Let's go further. So we got to balance things out. He says to her, now she understands that they don't have that capacity to have that energy to have children. That's why he refer her husband to a young girl. And that's why we just read right now. We don't.
And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife.
So now she understands all of that. That woman, Sarai, at that moment understand. And we got the perfect example, our forefather, King David. And when he was in the birthday, they bring him a young lady for comfort, because they know the man, remember, men attract by what they see from outside. I gotta be clear. Men attract by what you see from outside. A man that gonna see by wheel or a big tire, apple-shaped woman is gonna feel for that. So we know we clear on that one. We don't.
And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. When she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
Stop right there. Read 4 again.
And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived.
That's right. You see how this describes sex right there? He went unto her and conceived. Let's go further. Give me Genesis 4:1. Let's go another example. How we have sex in the Bible. I might take some time, but I want that part to be in the lesson. Because now, that's why we're talking about sex, right? Let's go.
Okay, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived, and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
So now I'm showing you how we have sex in the Bible. Drop it down. We understand that. Give me the book of Genesis 21, verse 1 to 2. I'm just walking you guys. Because that's how we talk about sex in the scriptures.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 1. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said. And the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken.
Mm-hmm.
For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which Yahweh had spoken to him.
So now we know Sarah have a son. How we do it? By the operation of spirit? And he got a husband, right? So I'm glad we clear on that. We know Sarah conceived. No, how you conceive? And he got a son and called his name Isaac. Right? Give me book for 1 Samuel. I'm giving you more example. Give me 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 20. So now in 1 Samuel, we're going to see how Samuel was born.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 and verse 20. Wherefore it came to pass, when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son and called his name Samuel, saying, because I have asked him of the Lord.
Okay, so now I don't think the father, they were looking at each other in his eyes and then they conceived. Give me 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 21. Because, we have to establish what is the sex in this Bible, because I know some of us, some Negro don't understand. And then because I'm walking you guys to go to Christ, because all of that have to apply when people say, the operation of the Holy Spirit and this, that. We got a tradition in the scripture how that happened. Read.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 21. And the Lord visited Hannah, so that she conceived.
Oh, now is the Lord now? Is it the Lord? We don't?
And bare 3 sons and 2 daughters. And the child Samuel grew before the Lord.
That's right, but we got that. So now, okay, jump down to Genesis. I'm going back and forth. Let's go to Genesis 23 now. We move on. We can move on. Give me Genesis 21 to 3, 1 to 2. So we have to consider, listen, conceive and take him to the womb. You see, now we're going to see how our Isaac, what happened to Isaac at that moment. We're coming from Samuel, we got to Abraham, we got to now Isaac now.
All right, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 1.
23, verse 1 and 2. Salakia King.
Come.
Let's see where Isaac got his wife.
All right, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 23 and verse 1. And Sarah was 120 years old.
So 120 years old, right? Read.
These were the years of the life of Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah died in Kirjath Harbah.
Okay.
The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan.
Okay.
And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her.
Okay, so now with Sarah is out of the picture. Go to chapter 24 and get me 3 to 4. Chapter 24. Now we know Sarah is dead now. Give me chapter 24, verse 3 to 4.
Okay, the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 3. And I will make thee swear by the Lord the God of heaven, and the God of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites.
So now Sarah, Sarah died now. So Abraham no, it's not too long. He don't have that much time on his earth either. So he's planning for his son to have a wife. But he makes sure I want you to swear. I don't want my son to be involved in the people outside my race. You gotta go on, read on.
Among whom I dwell.
Mm-hmm.
But thou shalt go unto my country and to my kindred to take a wife unto my son Isaac.
Drop down to 64, verse 64. Now we establish that how Isaac gonna get his wife, not of the heathens, of the other nation, from his own people. 64.
Verse 64. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes when she saw Isaac.
Lighted we know that's our mother Rebecca. So that's how you're gonna get that girl. So we know the story. He sent the servant to look for her in the family, and then they bring that girl. Read on. 64, 65.
She lighted off the camel, for she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field?
So he has a servant concerning Isaac, because he's coming to meet Isaac.
And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself.
Okay, a sign of respect for the man, we know.
And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done.
So he explained all the story, how she got the woman. I go to the well, whoever comes serve me at the well and feed my commerce. That's the girl I'm gonna trust for my master. Maybe that's the girl I'm gonna try for. He explained all the story. Read on the next one. That's the key right there.
And Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent.
He put it to the tent, right?
And took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
He took her and became his wife. They don't show you how we're gonna have Isaac, we're gonna have Jacob and Esau in that relationship, because the next chapter talking about Esau and Jacob 25. So on that chapter right there, the last verse of the chapter explains how everything starts. With it.
And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
We know from the beginning of chapter, Sarah died. We go all of that. So we see now we got how we're gonna get Esau and Jacob gonna come to play in this one. Now that's Old Testament. Give me Matthew chapter 1. Let's see if it still remain the same in the New Testament. Pick it up, verse 21 for me, please. Remember, the angels come in and explain how this is going to happen. You're going to conceive. They never detailing sex. We talking about today to make you understand what we're talking about. But I know some of us, we play, a simple mind, and they're talking sex in the Bible. They're talking about whatever. We might be stubborn in our word, but not in knowledge. And give me 21.
That's the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. He shall bring forth a son.
Yeah, now the angel is talking to Mary.
And thou shalt call his name Yahweh, for he shall save his people from their sins.
So now, the angel is explaining the same situation to the scriptures and to Joseph and to Mary at the same time. What is it to Joseph? She shall bring forth his son and shall call his name Jesus. Okay, read on.
Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying,
the prophet already spoke about it, the situation, how Christ is going to come up. You know?
Behold, a virgin shall be with child.
Okay.
And shall bring forth a son, call his name Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Which being interpreted is Yahweh with us.
So this is the angel talking to Joseph. What Joseph did after the angel said that to him?
Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden.
With that part again, Joseph being raised from his sleep and did, we don't think,
And Joseph, being raised from his sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him.
According to the law and to whatever the angel tell him, he did according to what to that. Let's see who else. Give me Luke 1:13 then 14. He did according to the angel, according to the angels. He did according to the prophecy.
This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 13. But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son.
Remember, Samuel the king. Remember, Elizabeth was bearing too, just like all our foremothers before. I don't even go to Rachel. I don't even go there. To Rachel was bearing before born Joseph and Benjamin. I don't even go there because we don't have that much time to elaborate more. Because hopefully you guys understand. But simplify those things you put it on your mind. You got the whole pictures. Read it again, King.
But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John.
Okay, 14.
And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth.
Okay, drop down to 24.
All right, verse 24. So verse 24. And after those days, his wife Elizabeth conceived.
Conceive, once again, the word conceive. Read on.
And hid herself 5 months, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Salakia, thus hath the Lord dealt with me in the days wherein he looked on me to take away my reproach among men.
So hopefully for our viewers who are watching this, sex, that's the way sex apply in the scripture. I just bring in the Old Testament and showing the New Testament for people who said, oh, the angels always show up to all of them. You mean the angel make the child? They all explain to you how we do sex in the scripture. I just want to bring this thing to edification of our viewers, and I'll end there.
And Peliah wife conceived. Peliah didn't have no sex though.
All praises.
God, I just got two. I want to go back to Proverbs 5.
Go ahead, the buck.
God, I want to go back there 5, and I think it was verse 20. All right, because when Peliah was just bringing that out, he said something right when Sarah died. He showed how we didn't have much time, right? 20.
All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 20. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger?
All right, why are you going to waste your time with strange women, right? Somebody that you don't know, right? Why not keep that time, the time that you have, spend that time with your wife, right? Learning her continuously, because we change over time, right? You got to continue. We always got to continue. I say this all the time. You got to prove yourself over and over and over and over again. Why? Because you continuously become a new person as the years go by, right? You're not going to be the same person that you was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, right? Your love is going to be different, right? A lot of people use that term, love language. That stuff is going to change over time. You might like to go on walks and go into the park and things of that nature. 20 years later, you may not care nothing for that, right? You might like to sit in the house and watch movies now, right? So you got to take your time. You got to take advantage of your time, right? One more, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. All right, because Solomon spoke on these things. We got to take the wisdom that he left behind and apply it, right? Because he lets us know that our life, it's a short amount of time.
Hold on 1 second, I'm getting it.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
What you got, the buck? I'll read it. It don't matter.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. You start at verse 1.
Oh, okay.
Verse 1. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not of right. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Go ahead.
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Your spirit is going to vanish, right? It's going to go back to the Most High, right? Go ahead.
God. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun.
And how and it's just comparing your life to this, right? Just like when it's a light mist in the air and then the sunshine comes out, you don't see it no more, right? You don't feel it, you don't feel it, you don't see it, and your life is the same way. So why are we wasting our time? Why would we waste our time arguing with one another? Right? Why would we waste our time holding grudges with one another?
God.
Right? You know how many children have not been born because a man and a woman find themselves, hey, I don't want to get along, leave me alone, I'm chilling, I'm mad, I'm upset. Right? We gotta reform our minds.
God.
Verse 5, that's the last one.
God. And over become with the heat thereof. For our time is very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is not returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Right. So now we understand that we do regenerate, right? But in context, this was what the wicked is saying, right? The wicked is saying that they're not returning, but we understand that we do return on the earth, right? But it's just going to show you that even with you returning, even through regeneration as it stands now, the time that you're given on this earth is still short.
Still short.
Our forefathers lived, hundreds of years, right? Hundreds, almost 1,000 years with Methuselah. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, guess what? You don't have 900 and some years to make it right with your wife. Right? So take that time now. Right? The arguments, they be stupid anyway. 100% of the time, it's stupid. And they happen because you ain't in the spirit and she not in the spirit. That's why those arguments happen. Right? Because if you're in the spirit, whether you a man or a woman, who's ever, tripping, you're going to ignore your wife and you're going to just walk away and you're not going to feed into it. But when you feed into it, guess what? You are the spirit too. All right. So, hey, let's just take our time and make it right with one another. You know what I'm saying? I'll end there.
Majority of times it is silly and stupid anyway. So, if you're smart, you can turn it around. You can turn it around and turn it into positive. All right. What they say when you fight, after you finish fighting, makeup is the best part, right? Okay. Making up is the best part, right? So So hey, give me Ephesians 5:28 and 29. I think I'll go back there for a second. I remember something.
You said 5 and 20?
Yeah, 5:28, I think it is, and 29.
Okay, okay. All right. All right, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 28. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
That's right.
But no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished and cherished it, even as the Lord the church. For we are, keep going, Elder, or that's it?
Go ahead, give me one more.
Okay. Let's lock it. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For
For
this,
this, go
Salaki.
ahead.
For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh.
And they two shall be one flesh. So now you're one flesh. So you gotta nourish and cherish each other. That's what it boils down to. You gotta nourish and cherish each other and be respectful to each other and follow the order that the Most High sets up. I want to fact, do me a favor, King. Look up in Greek. Look up in Greek the word nourished.
Okay.
In Greek. Let's see what it says. I researched it before, but let's see what it says. It says so we can show the people them. Okay.
All right. In the outline biblical usage, it says to nourish up to maturity, to nourish, to nurture, and bring up.
Thank you. And for care and caring. And if you're gonna do those things, that means you're gonna do what? You're gonna care for her and care for him. You're gonna care. All right. Romance begin with making our wife feels taken care of. You gotta take care of her. All right. And she's gonna take care of you. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Okay. How many of brothers get your feet rubbed down and all that stuff? How many of get your feet rubbed down and massage and all that stuff? How many of y'all?
My wife willing, but I can't. I'm ticklish, so I can't allow her to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Just to show you, all right? When you take care of at home, the home will take care of you. Right? Simple. Okay? It'll take care of you in all things. All right? The blog is ticklish, huh? All right now. No. All right. So even Proverb 18, I think it's 18:22. Okay. Proverb 18:22, I think it is.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor of the Lord.
All right. A lot of women like to pull that scripture, though. Okay. A lot of your sisters like to pull that scripture. A good wife consists of what? That's a question you should ask yourself. Even females in the world. I hear them out there because I'm out there. All right. Who's findeth a wife findeth a good thing? What consider a good wife? Huh? The brother gonna play a real quick video. When the brother get a chance, he gonna play a video. Okay, let the sister tell it. Let the sister tell it. Man, how many of your sisters do this? How many of y'all comfort your husband when he comes home? He got the world on his shoulder. He got the world against him. Every nation is against him first and foremost. All right, and they're trying to put you against your husband too. They're trying to, all right. They're trying to turn you against your husband too. Okay? So now I consider a good wife. Go ahead, King. I'll let the sister speak.
Why is it doing that? All right, hold on, let me stop sharing it. Let me go back into it because it's weird. It was working when you sent it to me, Elder. I don't know why it's not doing it now. Give me a second.
All right, no problem.
Hey, just go to some scriptures, and if you can, and get it going in the background. And the Bach read for him real quick. I'm gonna
All
work
right.
on it quick.
It's just the damn devil don't want it to come out. It's just the devil, all right? It's just the spirit that don't want it to come out. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
the Bach, you can share your screen, right? Can you share your screen on the thing?
I can, but that look like is that TikTok? Cause
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't got no
No,
TikTok.
no. I'm saying like share your screen for the Bible.
Oh, okay, call. I got you.
All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right.
And before y'all do that, just give me 1 second. Let me see if this worked now. Just give me 1 second. Where is it? Where did it go? Let me see. Yeah, it's still not pulling no sound. Yeah, but go ahead. Hold on. You know what? Let me see. Let me try this other video. Before you do that. Let me try this other video and see. It might be that video. Let me share this one. Can y'all see my screen?
Good.
All right, let me see this.
Don't scream at your husband. He's not a child. In fact, usually.
Can y'all hear that?
Good.
Okay, let me start it back over.
One of the
Don't scream at your husband. He's not a child. In fact, you shouldn't even be screaming at children. Don't scream at him. You know what? I don't like that. What are you doing? Don't tell me that. You know, and then you start banging things and pushing things, and you're toxic. If you do that, you are a very toxic woman. You know what? And then you are threatening him. I'm gonna smash this. I'm gonna smash this. Are you okay? So when your pitch is incorrect, my sister, what are you asking for? Are you asking for World War III, or are you asking for reconciliation? So your pitch come correct or don't come at all. So you have to tell him, correct your pitch. If you feel like you're saying, you say, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Sound sad, you know? Sound heartbroken. Like, come on. Sound like this thing has really hurt you. You know, love. Yeah, I've been really thinking, and yeah, I really haven't liked the way I've been feeling, and I'm trying to look for ways I can correct it. And you know, I really love us and our relationship, and I don't want ever to find myself in a place where I feel so grieved. And you know, my love, I'm just thinking, you know, now sound like you are a, oh my gosh, you know, God, you know. Like, oh, husband, I'm so sorry. Now we say, when you want to come at him like you're some gorilla, you know, me, it's not gonna listen. It's not gonna listen. So put on your acting skills. You know that what you address is very important, but how you do it makes the job even easier.
You want me to share some more other ones? Let me go back to the other one, Elder, and see if that works.
Good.
All right. Yeah, that video is not playing for no sound for some reason, but it was working earlier. Let me try another video. This one is the women. Hold on, let me try this one. Let me put this.
one of the hard
Every wife is called to be the glory of her husband. But the question is, how do you actually become the glory of your husband? The first thing you need to know is your husband's standard. Okay. When people see you as the wife, they are seeing the direct reflection of your husband. You need to be his glory. The same way that hair is the glory of the wife, the
wife is the glory that adorns the husband. You see how women love their hair, whether it's short hair or long hair. But normally the scripture talks about long hair. That hair is meant to actually adorn her. It reveals her beauty. So it's the same concept that is applied when we talk about what a wife is to a man. The wife basically beautifies the man. The wife adorns the man. That's why the Bible says that she is a crown upon her husband's head. So when people look at the wife, they are seeing the beauty of the husband. So when you are on a quest to be your husband's glory, you need to learn what his standard is and match his standard. Allow him to cultivate you to a point where you are a direct reflection of who this man is. You need to learn how not to be contrary to who this man. Don't be the opposite of him. Rather, align to his standards, align to his ideologies, that even when you speak, people can really say, indeed, this woman is the wife of so and so. And allow people to compliment your husband by simply looking at you. You don't realize that you are the crown that is meant to adorn your husband. Your husband is meant to be respected by society, not because he is rich or he drives the latest car or he owns whatever that he owns. No, they simply are supposed to respect him because of the wife he has married. So every wife is the glory of her husband, but you first need to learn who your husband is, what his standard is. Then you align yourself to that so that you can become to him the glory that God has called you to be.
You want
Well
more?
said.
You want more, or that's it, Elder?
Well, give me one more. I'll let the
Okay.
sisters hear this because it's true. It's coming from the woman. It ain't coming from me. They're telling the truth.
So you want me to just bring the women video, right? Just the
Yeah.
women video. I'm gonna see if this one worked. This one, because it was work. Once you sent it to me, they were working. So let me see this one. Because all right, so let me share this one. All right.
Why is it that your husband always avoids having uncomfortable conversation with you, whether over the phone or in person? This is very easy. Men, don't forget, always remember this. So it could be that once upon a time, this man tried to have a conversation with you to try and correct you or to fix some type of conflict, and your response was bad. Now, that man kept that as a mental note to say, I will never find myself in a situation where I am having a difficult conversation with this woman because she does not know how to regulate her emotions. She's likely to break things, to shout, to start crying. She never wants to take accountability. So the man will always think twice before actually having that conversation with you, because you won't say, okay, I'm sorry, I note that and I understand how you feel and how it made you feel. And I apologize for what I have done. And I promise that moving forward, I will not repeat the same mistake. And even if I do, I will make sure that I correct it immediately. It's so easy for a man to correct you when you are able to take accountability and to accept his correction. So if you don't allow your man to correct you, then you are teaching him not to love you. Yeah, because when you love something, you want to correct it, you want to mold it, you want to, perfect it so that you can continuously love it, because that thing that is wrong about it could potentially sabotage the love that you have for it. So it's better to correct it so that it can correct itself and be aligned to the values and the standards so that you never outgrow it. So most men then realize that women don't want to take accountability. Women don't want to take correction. So that man will retreat. And the longer he retreats and you keep on doing these wrong things and there's nobody there to correct you, to tell you what is wrong, eventually he's going to mentally check out of the relationship. He's still going to be in the relationship, but he will mentally check out. Then as time goes by, he's going to find somebody who's willing to listen to him, who's willing to be corrected by him, and that's how you get replaced. So most men, actually, you should be worried if your man does not correct you. You should be worried if your man doesn't want to have uncomfortable conversations with you. It means that he saw that you don't know how to take correction, and he has made it a mental note, and he has taken it upon himself to protect his peace and avoid anything that has to do with conflict resolution when it comes to you. But I want to tell you that you are at a place of danger because that man most probably has mentally checked out of the relationship and he's just waiting for the right time to actually move away from you.
Well said. Well said. It's true. It's true. I'm gonna get one more scripture. I'm gonna go one more scripture, and then I'm gonna let your brothers come in and then call it. Give me First John, I think it is. No. Give me Philippians 2, 3, and 4. All right. Okay, give me Philippians.
All right. This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, starting at verse 3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
All right. In other words, all right, this kind of love acts. It acts. What is the best for the other person? How can I best care for and bring life to the other person? These are the questions you got to ask yourself, like what the sister was saying before. These are the questions you got to ask yourself. All right? It's not all about you. It damn sure not about the other person. It's about what you can do for each other and communicate with each other and respect each other too. Like what I always said before, it's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahweh Shai. Take yourself out of the picture. And once you put them in, everything will just flow down. Like a water flow downhill, flow on down. I'm going to land there and let your brothers come in with anything and then close out.
Peliah, you got anything before we go anywhere?
Yes, brother. Also, thank you for that, for this opportunity, and we have that class also. I know we're touching a lot of stuff, and we as a men and women, we're supposed to be doing to each other, and also, I want to put the last nail to the coffin concerning the sex thing again, because that's what part of the lesson was very interesting for all of us. Even the Bible is understand man nature after a certain age. Even the Bible know that too. It's written. That's why everything you want to know in the Bible, in the world, we're gonna have to check the scriptures to see if you talk about it. Let's go to Genesis 18 for me, please. Let's see that part. This is the last nail. Boom! Because the energy that we have when we were 20 is not the energy we have when we're 50 and when we're 60. Unless you want to lie to yourself and everybody watching it. Give me Genesis 18, we pick up verse 11 and 12. Let's see wise people that understand that part in our body. Let's see.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 11. Now, Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women.
Let's stop right there. It ceased. That's it. We put an end to it. You know what? We're too old, man. That's it, and then we cannot do it anymore. Am I right or wrong? My forefather understand that. We're too old now because they say it first. My forefather said that first. Any scripture. Give me the next one.
Therefore, Sarah laughed within herself.
Because, when you tell, Sarah, you're going to have a child. We both old people. How the hell we gonna have children? We don't have that energy. We cease from doing these things. You know?
Saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have
Oh,
my
we
Lord
don't.
being old also? So,
We don't. We don't.
and the Lord said unto
Wait.
Abraham,
I missed one part. After we wax old.
I start verse 11 over. 12.
12.
Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure?
Shall I what?
Shall I have pleasure?
Oh, Sarah, understand that. I don't know about our generation today, if they do understand it. Oh, you don't reach that level yet. We don't.
Shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also?
You see, my forefather and my foremother understand when you reach to an age, unless you want to be a cougar or you want to be any type of other women in this world, and you know what we eat in this system, it kill you right now, even if you're 20 years old. And I want to land there. Thank you.
You got anything about?
Just Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
Hey, the bot. Before you move from there, one quick note. All right. Hey, back then and now it's two different things. That's right, King. It is two different things. But you know, although they were stricken in age, this is why the Most High said too: is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. So you know, yeah, you got to go. No brother's gonna be getting up every day. Hell no. Getting up every day to go 3 rounds, 4 rounds. Hell no. Anyway, I gotta use your 10 fingers. That's what I got 10 fingers for. All right. If you want to continue, you gotta use miracles with your 10 fingers, right? Go ahead, the buck.
God. You can start at verse 4 through 6.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it.
All right, so marriage is a vow, right?
Good.
Right, so marriage is a vow. When you vow that thing unto the Most High, hey, defer not to pay it, right? Go ahead.
For he have no pleasure in fools.
Mm-hmm.
Pay that which thou hast vowed.
Hey, pay what you have vowed. So you got to work at it, right? Things ain't going right in your marriage, right? You feel like you ain't getting enough sex. You feel like somebody withholding, somebody got an attitude problem. Y'all both got to work at it, right? Go ahead.
Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
See, hey, just don't get married, right? If you're not ready for the ups and downs, right? The merry-go-rounds, the same. If you're not ready to argue about the same thing over and over again, hey, don't get married. Right? Just don't do it. All right, go ahead. Last verse.
All right. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
Watch what you're saying to your spouse, right? You can cause your flesh because remember you're one flesh, right? So you literally watch what you're saying because this person, what you're saying to the woman, you cause her to go out and commit adultery, although it's still her action, right? But it's still how are you talking to her? How is she talking to you? What are you withholding from each other? Right? You can cause your flesh to sin. Go ahead.
Okay. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error.
Hey, now you can't go to your house shine like nah. Right? You can't say that, hey, I just made a mistake. Okay. This is your warning.
Okay.
Right? Go ahead.
Wherefore should Yahweh be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thine hands?
He gonna be pissed off you even coming to him. Right? I gotta destroy you because of what you've done. Because you don't want to pay your vow. right? You vowed that you was gonna honor the you was gonna submit to this man, and you didn't do it. Now I gotta destroy you,
Okay.
right? I don't even want to hear what you got to come to me and say. Now you're just getting destroyed, right? And we know all too well throughout the scriptures, like what is it, Hebrews 10:26?
Okay.
You sin willfully.
God.
So at the end of the day, hey, husband, wives, love each other. If you're not married yet, you should consider all of these things, right? Because you're gonna have the same arguments, right? You're gonna have times to where you don't want to be around each other, deal with each other, and things of that nature. That's not a license to go out and be with somebody else, right? Remember what it said in Proverbs. Why you gonna waste your time being with a strange woman in a strange woman's bosom?
Right.
Why waste your time? Right? Your flesh, your wife, that's you, right? She's a reflection of you. So if she's doing something off, it got to be something that you may not be doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at it that way. You examine yourself. Now, if you examine yourself, is she just being wicked? There isn't such thing as a woman being wicked or a husband being wicked just because they just a wicked person in general. Sometimes they don't have anything to do with the other, right? But if it's certain things, again, if you see it, right, don't be blind to it, right? Acknowledge it and suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. And I let me.
God. Yeah, well said. And to your point, brother Peliah, like when Sarah and them laughed, we also, and what you said too, Elder, about what's hard for the Most High. You have to think like, hey, Sarah, she couldn't bear it. So what did that mean? She was in menopause. So when a woman is in menopause, even though she was stricken in her old age, you can't bear a child anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to, right? That's what the science say, but the Most High could do all things because He's the creator. So also, what you just said too, the Bachman precept, the 1 Corinthians 11, and I think it's 6. Let's see, the 6 or 7. Oops. Let me pull it up. 1 Corinthians 11. Let me see. No, it's 7. It's 7.
Guys, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yahweh, but the woman is the glory of the man.
Right. That's exactly. She's a reflection. She's a reflection, and you are also a reflection of her. So when you guys are together, your spirits are united. So you see each other's spirit, right? Because hey, if the woman is how she moves is the way the man moves, or if the man moves is the way she moves, right? So therefore, hey, that's why as husbands and wives, you be accountable for one another and build on your relationship. That's what it takes. When you see your children around, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a reflection. Your children are also a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? You'll see if your children is haywired, and kids gonna be kids, right? There's no stopping that. But they also, when you show them manners or you show respect, it's a reflection of you because you have taught them. And the same thing as the man has taught the wife, she's gonna be reflected by it, by the laws of God, right? So let me get one more. Let me get Sirach 26, and let me get verse 1.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
And since we're talking about rekindling in a marriage, I'm going to use both parties, right? Because hey, a blessed is a man have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. Same thing for you men. Treat your woman also with respect, and you can double her days. Because you got men that like to beat their chest, and then they can also put their wife in high blood pressure and put them in the grave too, right? But even though we're talking about this scripture right here in the context, yes, it's a man to have a virtuous wife, because if she is good to him and she's willing to follow him, she will make him live a long life. right? She'll keep him healthy. She'll feed him the right kind of food. She's gonna understand his care. She's gonna, like the elder was saying, like, hey, his feet hurt, you work too hard. She's gonna be willing to massage his feet. All these type of things. Back hurt, she'll be willing to do all that just to get him healthy again, right? And it's vice versa. Men do the same thing. Your women feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? They work just like you. May not be the kind of thing, but they work just like you. And if you put the whole load on them, then guess what? You're lessening her days. Read verse 2.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband.
Right. She rejoices her husband. She should be happy that she got a righteous man that's willing to correct her. Because a woman knows that she makes a lot of mistakes as well as do as a man. So guess what? If a woman have a man that's going to teach his wife righteousness, she shall be rejoicing in her husband. She shouldn't be looking for someone out there that would not teach her the laws of God. She shouldn't be wanting to go seek out the world and say, I like his swag, I like his style, so I just want to go back out there for a little bit time just to see what's out there. No, he's not going to show you nothing but death. Right? And go ahead.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
Go ahead.
A good wife is a good portion.
She's a good portion. She is a good reflection, man. She's a good example. She's a good stress reliever, right? Men need that. That's a good portion for a man. If a woman ain't creating no havoc to you, but bringing nothing but peace to you, then that's a good portion. If a man is bringing laws and be willing to listen to you when you're talking and even give you word of advice, that's a good portion for you. If he's willing to show you the Bible and willing to pray with you because you're going through things, that's a good portion for you. Right? Go ahead.
Which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Right. The Most High said the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Right. So that's what those are that do the commandments. Right. Go ahead.
Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
Right. And that goes into a relationship. No matter what the brother brought out the vow, right? Rather through rich and poor, right? If you guys got each other, you guys gonna have a good mind towards one another. Meaning we're gonna work together. We're gonna work this out. We're gonna build this out. Hey, you might be down and out, but I'm gonna bring you up, right? You know what I'm saying? Men do need to be brought up, right? Because one minute you are high, you know what I'm saying, as a man, aren't we taking pride of taking care of our home? Right? One minute you out there doing what you got to do to provide for your home, and then, hey, a situation may enter into your life where you can't provide no more. You can't provide. Now the wife got to find ways to provide for the house now. And even though if the man can't provide the way he used to provide, a man can still provide by also stepping up where she was lacking at, right? Or maybe what she was what she used to do. You as a man, you step your game up by providing the word of God, providing the rules, providing order, right? Providing help for the wife, finding ways to take a load off of her. You find ways. You provide in many ways. Everything ain't gotta be about currency by providing, because we're gonna go through rich and poor can be your health, right? And it can be you got poor health or you got good health. Or it could be finances, right? But guess what? Through it all, if you guys working together, it'll be a cheerful countenance, right? Give me one more out of there.
It says, there be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death.
Right. So guess what? And if you don't in your marriage and you constantly slander one another, you guys don't communicate, right? And even it says the gathering together of an unruly multitude, you guys going over separate parties, talking about bad mouthing each other's relationship, putting friends in your relationship. telling them what he done and what she done, right? That's an unruly multitude that's willing to hear your situation. And then guess what? In a false accusation, spreading lies in your own marriage because you are applying yourself in the flesh, right? So we're not supposed to do that. The Most High said, so Sirach is saying to the Most High, the Most High is saying this in the spirit of Sirach. These are the three things that his heart feareth, right? He doesn't like that. These are worse than death, right? So understand, we as husband and wives, we got vows to keep. Men, we got to take care of our wives like Christ took care of the church. Women, you have to be a follower of your husband. And if he's a great leader, please stay with him. I'll land there.
An excellent point, Kings. Excellent. We're going to get what Christ said in Matthew 26:7 on down. Because Christ said, wherever this word is being spoken, east, west, north, and south, we must always mention this sister right here for the good work that you have done for him. We must always mention this sister, always. Go ahead, King.
All right, just to put Matthew chapter 26, verse 6. Now, when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? But this ointment might have been sold for much, and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she have wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she have poured this ointment on my body, Salakia. She have poured this ointment on my body. She did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also that this woman have done be told for a memorial of her.
Come on. So, we love our sisters. We love our sisters despite what people want to say. The Israelites community don't love their women and all this crap. That's just crap talk. People is talking to try to debunk and just cause confusion. All right. Well, action speaks louder than words. So we prove what we do through our action. All right. Hell with what people want to say. We don't give a damn. They can talk all they want to talk and yeah. All right, hell with them. Okay. As long as we know we do the right thing, we don't give a damn what people want to say. So so Christ said to mention this sister. So we mention these sisters. And you have a lot of sisters that's trying to be right. All right. And we'll take our hat off to them at the same time. Just keep on. All right. Just keep on. Time is short. All right. The Bible tells you marriage is honorable. All right. So, we got to stick with one another. That's all we got. That's all we got. All right. Help each other in the time of needs, in the time of good time and bad time. It's not just going to be good times. All right. It's going to be bad times coming. Bad times is here. All right. It's going to get more cheesier. All right. So you got to stand fast, stand firm in his word. Believe. If you never believe in anything in your life before, trust and believe. Believe in the Father and the Son. Trust and believe. And then your husband, if you have one, and your husband next. He's following the commandments, statutes of the Most High. Yeah, you believe. All right. Have faith. Just go for brothers too. Have faith in the last days there, man. Things is getting grumpy, boss. All right. So we gotta believe, man, and stay on course and stay in this Bible. Stay in the faith and stay in the spirit and continue Continue, man. All right, dropping this word. The Most High said, give him no rest. Give him no rest. All right, keep on bothering him. Keep bothering him, man. All right, we tired. All right, so I'll end there. I say shalom to brothers and sisters.
Shalom, everybody. Great class, Elder. Thanks for way to bring it out. Definitely well needed in Israel. We got to keep our relationships reconciled with our wives and with the husbands. So, hey, that's what Most High wants us to do, right? Well, that's what Yahawashi did, right? He made us reconcile with the Father. So as well as if he did it for us, for the Father, then we have to reconcile with ourselves, with our wives, or even with our relationship in Israel. Good.
Definitely shalom, y'all. Shalom. All praises I could be here again. Hey, whenever I get a chance, y'all brothers know I'm definitely gonna pop in. So all praise to the Most High.
Peliah might be a mute.
All praises for the Father for this class, and also all praises to see you, brothers. It's always a pleasure to walk with you guys once again. And we give praise to our Father in heaven, hopefully. And every one of us, we learn from this guy, and people out there learn from this guy and take everything, that, fit you, and then you walking on it. So I want to leave with this, Psalm 117. We're going to, Psalm 118. We give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, because his mercy endure forever. We don't have to forget that, and I'll end there.
All right, shalom, everybody. Everybody have a good day, and we know it's their wicked holiday, but just, hey, take your time. Don't celebrate what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Just relax and take a day off from having a good feast day from yesterday. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. Shalom, family.
Right now, somebody is hating on you, and me. That's what we gonna tell them. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and my path is clear. On my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and the path is clear. On my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. Does it matter what they say about me? Cause I know God don't play about me. Rumors don't matter if they aren't true. The reason they mad is cause they aren't you. They aren't blessed, they aren't highly favored. They're just jealous that somebody made it. Words may hurt, but it didn't kill. And you can't break what you didn't build. Use these words as an affirmation. Don't let them distract you from your aspiration. Let the hatred feed your inner beast, but always keep God as your centerpiece. What that mean? You gotta be in B with it. Always. Don't stand for nothing, then you need to sit and watch the real soldiers take a risk. If you relate to this, then homie, make a fist. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and my path is clear. On my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and the path is clear. On my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. If the keyboard is crazy and the drum pad is kicking, you can pass me the mic. I'm about to start spitting. Will they love me, feel me, relate to me, lyrically, hate me, despise me, corrupt inside spiritually? It's the times that we're living in. No selling my soul, there's no giving in. I ain't waiting on a Judas purse. Trained till the arms are bulging through the shirts. Get the picture, that's what cameras do. Protect what I own, I got hammers too. Prefer peace and I'm praying on it. Club shame, let Damon weigh in on it. Use these words as an affirmation. Don't let them distract you from your aspiration. Knowledge and wisdom helps you free yourself, and success will find you, so be yourself. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and my path is clear. On my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. I'm in a whole different stratosphere. Vision is sharp and the path is clear. on my purpose, plus I'm eloquent. Your opinion of me is